So I watched the Downton Abbey film earlier and I enjoyed it. I thought a few scenes could have been done differently, but I enjoyed it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that in the video. I want to talk about a trailer for a new film that's coming out by the name of The Aeronauts. Now, this film is based on Victorian ballooning pioneers. One of the characters in the film is a historic character, James Glacier, played by Eddie Redmayne, and a composite character is Amelia Wren, who's a wealthy widow, played by Felicity Jones. The film's directed by Tom Harper, and ostensibly they're trying to reunite these two actors because they worked really well together on The Theory of Everything. I'll be honest, the film looks intriguing, but when I watched the trailer I thought, is that I just got the impression there was a bit of kind of virtue signalling going on, and doing a bit of research it turns out that's exactly the case. The film claims that it's based on historic events, but Felicity Jones's character is totally fictional. Supposedly she said herself that she's based her character on two historic women balloonists, Sophie Blanchard and Margaret, I forget her name now, but two historic women balloonists, and that's fine. I can understand that from even for an actor to an actress to do that. But the problem is, what the film's actually done apparently is just airbrushed a historic man, Henry Coxwell. Now, Henry Coxwell apparently was very heroic. He saved the life of James Glacier, and the Royal Society, as quoted in the Daily Telegraph, have said they were disappointed that he's basically been airbrushed from history. So that really leaves the question, why? And one can only really summarise it. It's virtue signalling. It's just to give a strong woman character, and you can see that in the trailer. Nothing against Felicity Jones, I like her as an actress, but this is just irritating. The film looks good, but why airbrush a historic man? I mean, imagine the outcry if you had a historic woman pioneer in something and she was portrayed by a fictional man today. This is the sort of nonsense that has taken over the film industry, and it's irritating because it's everywhere. And it's dishonest. You cannot say the film's based on historic events, but then just gloss over a historic character. So, I think that should be a big critique of this film. Visually it looks impressive, it looks like it's well done. But I think Tom Harper is just virtue signalling. And no disrespect to Felicity Jones, but she is playing a fictional character in place of a historic male character, and I guess the idea of two strong men is just too triggering for feminists, because the critique would be, oh well, the film isn't showing any female leads. So it's unfortunate. That's what we've come to. You cannot show a strong man in a film without someone complaining, oh, there's no strong women. So it seems to me that's the only reason that they've come up with this composite character. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a film about a pioneering woman balloonist, and there were at that time, like Sophie Blanchard, but don't just insult a historic male character, someone who risks his life, performed with great bravery and was a great pioneer, by just pretending he never existed. I think that's wrong, and I hope Tom Harper does get some heat for that, because it's wrong. And it's a blatant attempt to virtue signal. So, yeah. I'll probably still see it, because from a cinematic perspective it looks good, and I like both Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones. I think they're both talented thespians, but, it's just blatantly trying to rewrite history.